Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Shutters and Speed. Where are we today, I hear you cry? Well, you join me on the B1145 just outside King's Lynn, and we're going to be taking a ride along the B1145 towards Massingham to have a look around a very pretty West Norfolk Village. But in the meantime, I'm going to be carrying out what I would consider to be a commentated ride, where I'm going to try and ride to a reasonable standard. If you've seen my video previously where I did a commentated ride, a link will appear to that in the top right hand corner of the screen. I haven't done one of those for a while, but I think it's a good thing to just go along and commentate on the various aspects of your ride, and then you can look back on it and sort of pick up any hints and tips, or get somebody else to look at it or whatever, and get some idea of where you're going wrong. Now, I've watched one or two class 1 motorcyclists go about their business, and on YouTube, and I've found them to be very useful, and that's the sort of level that I'm attaining to. Now, I hold no advanced motorcycling qualifications as such, and there's no way that this is intended as a tutorial video. But what I am trying to do is to try and sort of bring my level up to a standard which I'm happy with, using the techniques that these people sort of lecture to us on a regular basis. Without further ado, as we say here in Norfolk, let's run them their titles, boy, and get into it. Yep, so we're getting underway on this commentated ride, and I've just left my starting point, as it were, and instantly there's a problem. We have a vehicle emerging from the right hand side. It's a hearse from the crematorium, and I'm just keeping a near side position to maximise safety. A cyclist, cars coming from the onward traffic, as it were, and we have traffic at the front, but no following traffic as it stands at the moment. Now, the speed limit here is 60 miles an hour, so I better get up to that pretty sharpish. So we're at 60 miles an hour or thereabouts, and I've got a mid-lane position. Ahead there's oncoming traffic and a slight left-hand bend. The speed limit is now 50 miles an hour, which I was a bit slow to react to. So I'm bringing the speed down, and I think it's 50 miles an hour all the way through here. So I'm taking a following position behind this traffic, being aware of all the obstacles that are coming my way. A pub on the left, a business premises here on the right, and we're coming into quite a lumpy, bumpy section of road. There's not really any opportunity to overtake here, of course, with the visibility ahead being quite poor. Still in a 50 mile an hour speed limit. We've got residential properties on the left here, but there was no evidence of anybody coming out of there. Now we've got a bit of an up and down section of bit of road here. This car in front has taken the opportunity to overtake. I'm not sure that you should do in a situation like that. So I'm going to keep a watching brief behind this quite slow moving van. But the problem is, from a safety point of view, overtaking is not really a good idea, as is illustrated by the white lines. But also along this section you've got various entrances to business premises and residential properties, so the opportunity to overtake safely is just not there at the moment, especially in a 50 mile an hour speed limit, as we're going along at sort of 43-44 miles an hour. I'm just going to move over to the near side to try and maximise my view. My view at the moment is really quite poor, but we've got oncoming traffic again, so I'm keeping in the middle of the road here, or the crown of the road, to divide the risk between the near side and oncoming traffic. could argue that there's a possibility to overtake here, but there's a junction. So we've now lost the troublesome van at that junction, and that's a bit of a mix up there, but I think we handled that reasonably well. Another car has just pulled out from a junction on the right. Still in a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit. Looking ahead, there's a hill up to the right, oncoming traffic, a junction off to the left. So we're just going to stay in this position, and we may well be in this position for some time yet. We have somebody on a pedestrian doing something weird. Looks like he's brushing the pavement. Oh, he's blowing the pavement with one of those air blowers. So I'm moving over to the left-hand side of the road, or the near side of the road here, to maximise view and get a view up this hill. We've now got a vehicle coming out from the right, so making sure that he gets good eye contact, and there's a slight left-hand kink. Still 50 miles an hour speed limit. We're only doing 40 at the moment. Residential properties to the left, and then we've got a slight kink to the left and a junction off to the left, so there could be, we've got to be looking out for vehicles emanating from that junction. Keeping the mid-lane position for safety, and we're now coming into a 60-mile-an-hour speed limit, or national speed limit. So a quick check of the mirrors and off we go. The car in front is building up speed reasonably well. Limited opportunities for overtaking because of the bends. Moving over to the left to maximise view. Keeping a left-handed position or near side position to keep a good view ahead. Probably running a little bit too close to this vehicle at the moment, but we've got a lovely view ahead of the road. Opportunity to overtake there possibly, but with an S-bend coming up, you never know what's going to appear around that corner, so maintaining position for now. Moving over to the near side to get as good a view as possible around this corner. Keeping a middle lane position, now moving over to the crown of the road, or the offside, maximising view. Looking over the hedgerows, I can see that there's a lorry coming, and we're now coming into a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit, which we're sort of hitting pretty much at 30. Selecting the gear to match the speed, adopting a mid-lane position as we make our way through the village of Gayton. Maintaining 30 miles an hour. Junction off to the right hand side, no obvious danger, no vehicles emanating from there at the moment, but as ever in a position like this, there's countless entrances to private properties and business as well, of course, so just keeping a watching brief, keeping a mid-lane position, and just keeping an eye out for anybody that might be coming in and out of these cars on the right hand side. Cars on the left now. We're getting good early view around the corner. We're just going to take this, presented the vehicle, and the van was turning right, so we was able to take advantage of that. Moving out to the crown of the road, maintaining around 30 miles an hour. So no oncoming traffic, so out to the offside part of the road to maximise view, and we're trundling through this quiet village quite nicely. Looking into entrances to make sure that no vehicles are about to pop out, taking a more near side position now to maximise view around this section of road. Hello there, sir. Crossroads ahead, could be quite cars coming out, cars appearing, so keeping a watching brief there, and then out to the crown of the road to see around this corner. Oof, that one just shot his nose out, but fortunately we divided the risk, I feel, and was in the right part of the road so that he could be seen. So we're coming into a national speed limit now, quick check of the mirrors, and away we go. Get it up to 60. Quickly up to 60 miles an hour. We'll take a near side position to maximise the view ahead. I can see a van coming in the distance, and we've got a bit of a twirly section of road, or bendy section. We're going to take an offside position and get a good view ahead. Fairly sharpish right hand bend coming up, so moving over to the near side, maximise view, and hopefully once we get round here maybe we'll get an opportunity. No, because we've got a left hand kink, so moving out to the offside section of the road to maximise view. And then the road veers round to the right, still keeping watching brief and looking out for an opportunity to overtake. So we move out to the left to maximise our view. We've got a slight downhill section here, and then we've got following traffic moving on offside. Right, here's the opportunity, so indicate and out we go. Cancel the indicator, move back into the sort of offside of the section of my lane, and making our way at a good pace. At the bottom here we've got a fairly sharp left-hander, so just killing the speed slightly, keeping the offside position so that we can maximise our view and keep the bend as straight as possible. So moving into the bend, looking round the corner, and in we go. Keeping a mid-lane position to divide the risk and keep away from the oncoming car. And then once we clear that, we'll move back into the offside position. Road ahead is clear, no following traffic, and everything is hunky-dory, maintaining around 60 miles an hour. What a beautiful day to be out on the motorbike. Yeah, so we're going to maintain this offside position until we see any oncoming traffic. Good view ahead, the road ahead is clear, so maintaining position and maintaining view ahead. We're just going to move over to the near side just to maximise view again around this slight right hand kink that is coming up ahead. Keeping this position, the road is continuing to move round to the right hand side. So we're keeping our view. We're now going to move to the crown of the road because the road straightens up slightly, but then I can see that the road goes round to the right, so I'm moving out to the near side to maximise view ahead. I can see that the road kinks a little, so I'm just going to straighten this out a bit, just move over to the crown of the road and just go through here as straight as possible, maintaining around 60 miles an hour. So we can actually straighten this section out quite nicely as there's no oncoming traffic. Moving out to the near side, getting a good view ahead, moving out to the offside to again maximise view. We're now coming up to our turning to Great Massingham. So we'll be keeping in mind that, and we're looking straight ahead, and it's a lovely view ahead. There's no oncoming, no following traffic, so we can maintain this mid-lane or offside position. Just moving over to the left slightly to the near side to maximise our view again up the hill, and just making sure that we maintain a reasonable level of speed. A funny sort of junction here, looking around to see if there's anything coming and looking ahead for any possible problems. Moving over to the left now to the near side to maximise view around this right hand bend, and it's at the bottom of this bend I believe that we'll be turning left into the village of Great Massingham. So keeping well to the left to maximise our view, taking our time and taking our view around. And we're going to check the mirrors, indicate left because we're going up, even though it does say the road is closed, but we'll go up there anyway and see what it's like. So into the junction, kill the indicator, and off we go. So we're in a nice quiet country road here, and we're heading up towards the village of Great Massingham, keeping a near side position out of the way of the oncoming traffic and maintaining that position as we make our way up this slight incline as the road goes round to the left. Slightly narrower road than we've just experienced, so making sure we keep safe by dividing the risk and keeping away from oncoming traffic. So we're now coming into the village of Great Massingham and a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit, so dropping the speed, bit of gentle braking, check of the mirrors, and off we go. Pick up the drive and head on into the village, maintaining a speed limit at 30 miles an hour. And we'll just move over and probably park on the green here somewhere, hopefully. So let's indicate left and park in front of these nice little flint and carstone Norfolk cottages. And there you have it. We have arrived at Great Massingham from the outskirts of King's Lynn, and I hope you enjoyed the ride. So while we're here, we'll probably get the old camera out and have a look around and see what we can find, and probably take a few photographs as well. So we'll see you later. Yeah, so here we are in the village of Great Massingham, and I'm just going to take a few snaps around the pond here. I haven't done this for a while, and I've got my little compact Sony ZV-1 with me, which is a superb little compact camera, and I'm just going to turn around, and I'm hoping that you can actually see the view that I'm looking to take a photograph of. It's quite a nice looking view with the church in the background, so let's take a snap and see how it comes out, and no doubt if it does come out all right, the image will appear fairly soon. I'm just keeping an eye out for traffic because I'm sort of standing near the edge of the road, and I really need to be standing in the middle of the road to be able to get the shot that I'm after. So let's see how we get on. Yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this little look around the village of Massingham and the ride that we've taken today. And if you have, then I would hope that you would like and subscribe. So I'll leave you with a nice view behind me of the pond and the church and the village buildings in the background. And it all leaves me just to say that until next time, as we say here in Norfolk, do you keep on a troshin', boy.